Technology has been moving in a way that nothing else people have ever known.
Greetings, Special Centurions, and welcome to our second season of Call of Cthulhu. Yes, I am back as your keeper of arcane lore, and with me is our usual motley crew of unfortunate reprobates for a whole new season of this 7th edition role-playing game, hosted on the VTT website Roll20. We are going to be live from 7 PM till 10 PM BST every other Tuesday evening, starting from tonight. I know we're a little bit late this evening. Apologies for the delay, but we are ready to carry on, and we'll be going till 10 o'clock, carrying on every other Tuesday from 7 like usual. So grab yourselves a bevy, sit back and buckle up for what is bound to be one hell of a journey into the realms of insanity. Now, just before we meet the players and their characters, I do have a couple of quick items that I need to cover. Number 1, this season's going to be slightly different from the last season, in that the players will be taking a new pre-generated character for each scenario that we cover, rather than having one character that they continue with on each adventure. Investigator development phases will therefore take place at the end of each Tuesday session, rather than at the end of the whole scenario. And on top of that, sanity rewards earned for achieving success in the previous scenario will be granted to the new character that the players pick up at the start of the new scenario, thereby granting proper incentive to succeed and thrive in each adventure. As if being sane and alive isn't reward enough. Our second announcement is that the link to the Discord server is up and running again. Finally. Hooray. As Mr. Chef de Cuisine is saying in the chat, hello. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Yes, I did in fact post all that Battle Brothers stuff yesterday. I'm looking at revamping the Discord server and getting it up and running. So I've been fiddling with it and playing with that. And yeah, I did post all those Battle Brother things yesterday. So take a look at those if you're interested. I was being a dum-dum. The link down below in the description of the video will take you guys to the new Special Legion Discord server, where we have a channel in which we discuss everything Call of Cthulhu and make announcements and decisions. So please do stop by to give your thoughts and feedback on how our new campaign is going. Thirdly and finally, I just want to give a huge shout out to all my regular viewers and supporters. Guys, thank you so much for sticking with me. I know it's been a bit slow at times, but I am starting to ramp it back up again now that I've dropped back into working part-time. There is more Call of Cthulhu coming, there is more Gloomhaven coming, and I've got a whole bag of party tricks and schemes up my sleeve to revamp the channel that I just can't wait to implement. So stay tuned, guys. Much appreciation and much love. Now, the scenario we're going to be starting tonight is called Shadow Over Providence. Originally written to celebrate the Necronomicon that was held in Providence, Rhode Island 2019. It features a lot of great artwork, but not too many background scenes for each setting that we encounter, so a number of situations will be played out in theatre of mind this evening. But what is a scenario without its players? And so, without any further how do you do, I think I've kept them all waiting long enough. So let's take a moment to meet our intrepid investigators this evening, starting with Duane, playing as Dr. Rajbir Singh.
Hi, I'm Duane, and I'll be playing Dr. Rajbir Singh.
Lovely, very good. Care to give us a quick description or breakdown of the character?
Sure. Dr. Singh is specializes in psychiatric medicine, and he just has an irrefutable reputation. He follows the Sikh code of honor of honesty and equality. He's tall and barrel-chested, with dark eyes, strong features, and a turban that makes him a striking figure. Oh, and he's vegetarian.
Brilliant, thank you. And Horace Williams as Elena.
Good evening, everyone. Yes, I will be playing Horace Williams. Horace Williams is a reporter, and he is of African-American origins. He's quite a big, tall man, but good in his heart.
Oh, very nice. We'll see how tasty his heart is when I'm eating it out of your chest.
Oh, great.
And then we have Paul playing Theodore TJ Jameson.
Yes, good evening. I am the hotel handyman, or official title is maintenance manager. And I live here at the hotel also, thanks to management. I've been recently widowed. I'm a retired, I took early retirement. I ran a hardware store for many, many years. And my wife passed away. And I was in the war, and I don't speak much. I have an old bullet wound in my leg, and it only bothers me when it's rainy. And I also am afraid of very loud noises.
Oh dear. Things aren't looking too good for Theodore. We'll see if we can take care of that leg of his.
Well, the management here at the hotel is wonderful. Hotel. They treat me fantastic, and they give me free meals, and I have a free room that I live in that is very cozy, and I'm up for the job.
Brilliant. Excellent. And then finally we have Kevin playing as Iman Obeid.
Iman Obeid is a early 50s, we will say, a lady from Morocco. She became the head of the family with the death of her late husband, and so she sort of dedicated her life to keeping the family going, looking after the children, making sure everything went well. But once the children had all left the nest, she decided it was time to go and see the world. So now she's traveling the world and broadening her horizons.
Lovely jubbly. Thank you very much, everyone. So, before we begin, can all players please make a note of their current sanity and keep it monitored over the course of the adventure, as you will, of course, go indefinitely insane if you lose 1/5 of your total sanity. Or 1/5 of the sanity that you currently have, which should be max. Or total. You know what I'm trying to say. With that all said and done, unless anyone has any questions, I think it's time that we all commence the Call of Cthulhu. It is summer 1928. A modest but still impressive exhibition of Egyptian artifacts is touring the United States and is currently in Providence, Rhode Island. The Milton Hotel is hosting this exhibition from August 10th to September the 2nd in the hotel's grand ballroom on the 17th floor. The exhibition is titled The Kingdom of Fire, Egypt's 18th Dynasty. It is advertised as including little more than 36 travel-sized Egyptian artifacts from the 18th Dynasty, including a few from the infamous tomb of King Tutankhamun, and featuring a large canopic jar as the premiering main exhibit, the Ibnotep Canopic Jar. The exhibition is managed by Egyptologist Dr. Caitlin Bronson of the British Museum, London. I'll just put that in the chat for you guys. Dr. Caitlin Bronson. By the way, Mr. Chef de Cuisine, would you mind just giving us a quick thumbs up if the sound is okay? Let us know if everyone's coming through loudly and clearly, if you can hear us all, if you can hear the background music. We greatly appreciate a sound check from you if you're still there. Thank you for your cooperation. Now, our story begins just after dinner on a fateful Saturday evening, August 25th. As guests of the Milton Hotel, each of our players has been gifted a complimentary ticket for the exhibition, and find themselves with a free evening with which to attend. Having just finished a medical appointment with one another, Dr. Singh and Theodore enter the noisy hotel lobby and cross the hall, heading towards the elevators that lead up to the highest floors. Please take it away, Duane and Paul.
Now, Theodore, I want you to practice your deep breathing and not be scared of these noises.
I'm fine, and you may call me TJ.
Okay, TJ.
I'm the maintenance manager here. And if you have any problems, give me a call.
We will go to this exhibit and see some nice things on exhibit. Have been nice and quiet.
Hopefully. It's not exactly my cup of tea, but a free ticket, and I'm free this evening, so who knows? I might meet some nice people.
Okay, let us go to the exhibit.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay, thank you. As the pair of you come to the elevator doors, you notice a slightly older than middle-aged woman with a scarf over her head talking to a bespectacled, dark-skinned man. Kevin and Elena, please enlighten us on your conversation. Perhaps you were or weren't particularly pleased with the dinner you just ate.
Good evening, madam. Were at the restaurant with me. What a lovely meal it was. Wouldn't you agree? And Horace spoke with adjusting his glasses on the nose while he was talking.
It was adequate, a little heavier than I am used to.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I thought it was quite all right. What did you have?
I had the braised steak.
Yes, that's nice. That's nice. It was very nice. Yes, I had the same. And I don't know. Are you coming to this interesting exhibition that we've been offered?
Oh, indeed. I may put some of my attempts at artistry to work and try to copy some of the pictures of them.
Amazing. So, may I ask you where are you originally from?
From Morocco.
Morocco. Oh, how lovely. And you see them taking out a notepad and making notes. And how lovely. And yes, this elevator is taking quite a while, isn't it?
Yes, I've noticed that the speed of these things is somewhat limited.
Yes, indeed. And I adjust my glasses on my nose again.
Thank you very much. So as you're talking, you turn to see a tan-skinned, turban-wearing man with a beard speaking to an elderly gentleman with a slight limp as they come towards you.
Good evening, sirs.
Hello, are we in the right place?
We are waiting to go up to the exhibition. Are you? And I'm showing the ticket. Are you gonna be part of this amazing adventure with us, exploring these items on display?
Oh, yes. But this gentleman here, he will need things to be quiet. So I hope you will help everyone keep things very quiet.
Oh yes, of course. Yes, sir, absolutely. And may I introduce myself? My name is Horace Williams, and I extend my hand to shake yours.
And I am Dr. Rajbir Singh.
Pleased to meet you. Your accent is a bit different from ours. Where are you from, if I may ask?
Oh, I am from a lot of places.
Oh.
So I have no particular accent, but this is my associate, friend of mine, Theodore, Mr. TJ Jameson.
Glad to meet you all. I'm the hotel maintenance manager. Let me know if there's anything. What is wrong with this elevator? I have to take a look at that later on. What the hell? Anyway, yeah, I don't like lots of loud noises, although when I pull out my gun, I just hold my hand over my ear and just let it rip. So, you know,
I see.
that's the story. This What the hell's wrong with this elevator?
So
I
was
bang
just
on the
about-
wall. I'm
I
gonna
was just
bang
about
on
to
it.
Sorry. I was just about to extend my hand to shake yours, and when you mentioned the gun, I retrieve it.
What's that noise?
Perhaps we should take the stairs.
How many floors, Mr. Jameson, you got to the exhibition?
I believe it's some way towards the top of the building, but it should give some good exercise for us.
Excuse me, the question was directed to me. There are several floors, yes.
Just raises an eyebrow at you.
Now, slow down, Mr. Jameson. Practice your breathing exercises. Deep breath in, deep breath out.
So I take out my notepad again and I put notes, and I said, the strange man from a lot of countries is telling the hotel manager,
maintenance manager. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So maintenance manager to breathe in and breathe out. Lots of question marks after it.
Believe me, I know how to breathe, doctor. My wife Dorothy taught me how to breathe years ago.
Oh, but it's part of the therapy.
Therapy? What's a therapy? Yeah. Okay.
So, as you all...
The door.
Sorry, yeah?
Are we still waiting for this
Yeah.
elevator door to open?
As you all wait for the elevator, you take stock of your surroundings. This evening, there appears to be a lavish and decadent wedding reception in full swing. Beside the entrance to the reception is a professional-looking photo stand for the wedding guests, over which is advertised on a large sign, Florence Bishop's one-day photo service. Make the memory last. Just then, with a mild ding, the elevator doors open, and you are all able to step inside.
About time. I have to look at that thing tomorrow.
Iman steps in first.
I keep the doors open for Iman.
That's right. Ladies first.
And I
It's
go
the
in.
isn't it?
I follow Iman in.
As the exhibition is off to the left now. Yeah, come over that way. Let's go.
Well, hang on, you're in the elevator still, so the elevator doors close, and you feel the rush in your stomach as you get swooshed up towards the 17th floor.
Oh, now it swooshes.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were getting out. All right.
No, you just got in, but you are about to get out now.
Got him. Yeah.
So, the elevator doors open into a vast, elegantly decorated ballroom on the 17th floor of the hotel. Immediately to your left is a small podium, besides which stands an equally short attendee, who clears his throat and asks above the quiet background hum of low conversation for your tickets.
I'll pull mine from a little shoulder bag and pass it to him.
I wait for Iman to go first, and then I follow her.
As soon as he's inspected my ticket, I'm going to go into the place and start walking around.
Oh, yes. Here is my ticket.
Oh, let me get it out of my wallet. Oh, yeah. Here you go, Sonny.
Nods dutifully and collects all your tickets. Thank you very much, sirs and madam. So as you move in, you notice that set up spaciously from one another throughout the ballroom, a near dozen display cases stand illuminated by bright lamps, complete with small information plaques at their bases. The exhibition is very well attended this evening, and lots of people have come to see it. A small crowd segregated into groups of few and many is spaced around the ballroom, conversing mildly with each other. The exhibition has evidently been set up so that people can guide themselves through at their own pace. A number of security guards roam the crowd or stand by idly watching. And anyone interested may make a spot hidden, looking at the security guards.
Bum, bum, bum.
You feel your character will pay them any particular attention.
Well, mine's supposed to be observant. So let's see if they are. They are.
Very good. Okay, so Dr. Singh, Horace, and Theodore, your eyes are immediately drawn to the magnificent Egyptian artifacts spread out in the display cases, so you don't notice anything. But Iman Obeid, with your hard success, you see that the guards are looking particularly bored and remiss in their duties. One of them is scratching his eye and yawning sleepily. One is staring slack-jawed out of the window at the beautiful evening view on the 17th floor, and one seems to be more interested in picking his nose than in what's going on around him. Stood beside the curtain centerpiece in the exhibit appears to be the beautiful Dr. Caitlin Bronson, talking excitedly with those around her, answering questions, and providing details and lore on the history of the various pieces on display.
I'm taking the note. Oh, sorry.
Hang on, sorry. Paul, have you dropped out? Yeah, we've lost Paul for some reason. 1 second, guys. I'm having a quick difficulty. Yeah, Paul, we can't hear you at the moment either. If your audio's dropped out, then you might need to reset, drop out, drop back in again. Help. It's alright, nobody panic. Things like this happen.
I'll go take a look.
Well, whilst they're doing that, Iman will pull out a sketch pad and some charcoal, and we'll wander up to some of the exhibitions and see what catches her eye to sort of sketch.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll take my notepad out and I start writing about the article I want to hopefully post in the newspapers, in the New York Post tomorrow or in the following days. So I listen to what.
Hello,
Dr.
we
Bronze,
can hear you again, Paul. Hello? Yeah, we can hear you guys.
How did that happen? I didn't touch that.
Well, you're back now.
Hello?
Hello? Can you hear us, Paul?
Can you hear me?
We can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yeah. Yes.
Brilliant.
Sorry.
No worries.
I don't know what happened. Something on the system setting.
That's fine. No worries, mate. As long as you're back and you can hear us and everything's good again. Duane, have you returned? Just waiting on Duane now to get back.
In a minute.
Yeah, no problem. We won't rush. Okay. So, stood beside the curtain centerpiece of the exhibit appears to be the beautiful Dr. Caitlin Bronson, talking excitedly with those around her, answering questions and providing details and lore on the history of the various pieces on display. You overhear her saying, "Well, of course, all the objects are amazing and wondrous, and while the vast majority of them are not enchanted, there are a couple of pieces here that are believed to contain magical energies." And with that, we move to Gallery Day. Can everyone see this?
Yep.
Yes.
Your characters and tokens should just be exiting now. You're free to roam the gallery and explore as you see fit.
I want to go immediately where she pointed the two magical objects, because I want to write about that, because I think that it is an unusual story and it could be a good hit for me.
She hasn't gestured any in particular, she just gestured in general, so you're not sure which one.
I'm going to talk to her. Yeah, sorry, I'm going to talk to her.
Okay.
Good evening, Mrs. Bronson. Miss Bronson.
Oh.
Very interested in what you just said about this magic. Which ones in particular? How did they come to your possession? What is their magical abilities? What are they supposed to be doing? Has anyone else already inspected them? So basically, I've asked her so many questions that she probably doesn't know where to start.
Oh my, wow, well, you are eager, aren't you? She takes a step back slightly. Yes, well, I was just saying that a couple of our pieces are said to have certain magical properties, but I mean, I won't spoil the surprise for you, or not the surprise, the revelation of the main article, but the Shabti funerary figurines over there, and she points to this. Can you see what I'm pinging?
Yeah.
Points to that.
Yeah.
Are said to carry a prayer of protection.
Oh, nice.
What's that one here?
Okay, so let me just find it for you. It is a Sakara bird. The plaque on the beneath on the stand informs you a Sakara bird, which is a white sycamore wood model of a bird that was carved by the ancient Egyptians.
And this one something next to where she's standing?
That is curtained off for the moment. That's the main exhibit. You can't see anything there. It's just it's just red curtains around the glass case, so you can't see into it yet. Dr. Gateman says, hold your horses, sir. That will be revealed soon enough, but please do enjoy the rest of the exhibit, won't you now?
I'll start sketching the bird then.
Okay.
In which token is Dr. Bronson?
Here, sorry.
Laura Croft over there.
Mm-hmm.
So I look at these in particular necklace.
Okay. So let me see. Oh, why is it? It's put the text in white on a white background. Why has it done that? Brilliant. Thank you for that, Roll20. Okay, so this is Ibnotep's Scarab Amulet.
Mm-hmm.
A turquoise scarab is set in a bronze mounting, which is connected to a beaded necklace. Etched into the scarab is an inverted ankh. The plaque below informs you that where the ankh is normally associated with life, the inverted ankh suggests an association with death, and that the necklace was a symbol of Ibnotep's station in the royal court as vizier. Vizier? Wizard, I think that means. The bronze mounting is also etched with pictograms. Can you make a spot hidden for me, please?
Oh, okay.
Horace?
Yeah. Yes.
And that is a picture of the scarab necklace.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, with that success, be sure to check off the ones that you get successes for as well, please, guys, as you go. So on close inspection, you confirm that the pictograms etched on the bronze mounting are not, in fact, Egyptian hieroglyphs.
Oh. Okay. Excuse me, Miss Bronson. And I call her if she...
1 second. As you're inspecting the...
Sorry.
That's all right. Where is it? Yeah, so as you're inspecting the scarab necklace, a man here, Diodato, leans in next to you, and you hear him whisper to himself, the kiss of the mummy.
Oh, the kiss of the mummy? I repeat out loud.
Yeah, he turns to look at you as if he's only just noticed you all of a sudden.
Hello, sir.
Greetings. May I help?
Oh, yes, if you can. I was very interested and curious about this necklace. You called it the kiss of the mummy?
Did I now?
Oh, yeah, you said that. Yes, just a moment ago. I thought to hear that. Have you been here before?
Yes, so you're talking to a smartly dressed in a bespoke suit man with a tight mustache, elegantly coiffured hair. He seems charming and his eyes are very determined. There's a strong glint in them. He says, yes, I am Signor Vittorio Diodato. I am a museum curator from Alba, Italy. Greetings. And he extends his hand to shake yours.
I extend my hand to shake his and I say, Buonasera, Signor Deodato. My name is Horace Williams, and I am a journalist. I would be very interested to interview you.
Oh, well, perhaps after the exhibition. I'm quite involved with this, as you can see.
Oh, I'm looking forward to this. It's fantastic, Signor. Because it would be also a great publicity for you as well. And I'm thinking just of how nice it would be to have the very curator in my article.
I think you are mistaken. Please, these are not my artifacts. No. I am from Alba, Italy. No, I was hoping to stop by and have a word with Caitlin Bronson in the hopes that I would be able to secure this exhibition for my own museum back in Italy, you see. It's quite an exhibit.
I look terribly disappointed, but I say, well, nonetheless, it's very interesting, with no intention of interviewing him anymore.
He doesn't. Yeah, he just looks at you blankly. Was there anything else, sir, or can I turn my attention elsewhere?
Yeah, no. Have you? I moved to the figurines here. Have you heard the stories about these figurines?
What, these ones here? That one?
Yeah.
So he says, I have not heard too much about this. No, what does the plaque say?
I'll read the plaque.
So it says 7 carved stone tomb figurines, 3 are clay, 1 turquoise, 1 malachite, 1 topaz, and 1 red jasper. You find your eyes drawn to the red jasper figurine as you look over them. It is carved into the image of a pharaoh holding a crook and flail. The figure's torso and legs are etched with hieroglyphics. And I have some art again. Looks like that. Anyone looking at it are welcome to make a language hieroglyphs check if they have it, to see if they can translate what they say on the legs.
Huh? Dr. Singh, look how interesting the red one is.
Oh, yes. It is beautiful, is it not?
Is anyone trying to do the translation?
I'm trying to find out if I've got any actual language skills at the moment.
Oh, really? To be honest, I haven't actually checked that one, if the pre-gens had language skills or not.
Yeah, I have Punjabi and English.
Okay. No one has hieroglyphs then, although I should imagine if...
Where is it on the sheet?
To the third column, toward lower right-hand corner.
Oh, okay. I've got Arabic and English. Yeah.
Yeah, no, the answer is no, just English for me.
Arabic is
Nothing like Arabic.
it's really like Egyptian, no?
No.
Deodato. So Deodato leans in with a smile and says, well, I could tell you for a price. What do you say? I know what these hieroglyphs mean.
Well, the price is fame in my article.
Not everyone is after fame, you know.
So I moved slightly back to let Dr. Singh, maybe being a rich man, I presume, to sort it out with Signor Deodato.
Well, you're welcome to make a psychology roll to see what he's hitting, what he's getting at. Deodato is getting at, if you like. Oh no. You're tired out, tuckered out from that exhausting session with TJ.
Can I come over here and push the roll?
Oh, how would you like to push it? You're getting closer to him?
Yeah, just more observant.
Of course. Please push that roll.
That's just re-rolling, correct?
Yes, just re-roll it. Oh, you failed a push roll.
Step on his foot.
Yeah, you step on his foot, and he has really nice shine shoes on. And you scuff the boots, and he looks at you offended, as though you've slapped him. He says, "So, what is the meaning of this? There's no need to be quite so brusque now." Just takes a step back.
My apologies. I
Oh, what is the matter? Some people, and he just walks
I've
off.
had a long day treating patients in therapy, and I'm sorry, sir.
He comes over and starts talking to the security guard. You get the hint that he's asking for like the nearest washroom.
Dr. Singh, what are you doing?
Oh, I was trying to get a closer look, and I'm afraid I stumbled and stepped on his shoe. His shoe. He had very nice shoes.
Yes.
Sorry, Jules.
Sorry for what? It's fine. It's all good.
Well, they told me in the Indian accent tutorial that you pronounce shoes as shoes.
I'm not that Indian, mate. I wouldn't know.
Obeid has come over to the sort of turquoise thing that's down here, and I'm going to start sketching that one. Anything unusual about that? So when I was up the other one, I'm going to look at the bird. Anything unusual I spot when I'm doing it?
What, the bird?
Yeah.
No, nothing in particular. It's just a normal sculpted bird. Although while you're there, the woman next to it, the woman here, who is Celia, I believe, turns to look at you and smiles and says, "My, quite the carving, is it not?"
Yes, there is some artistry in this.
Yes, I wish I had it. Sorry.
Go on.
I wish I had it. You go.
No, you go.
Yeah, I insist. You, sir. You, milady.
No, this is the skill is evident in the carver from so long ago.
I wish I had talent like that. I'm afraid I'm not much with my hands, but I am a rather good actress, if you will know.
Really?
Oh, yes. One day, I swear you will see me on stage with my name written in lights.
Then I shall look forward to seeing that. Personally, I prefer the relaxation of drawing and painting.
Ah, bit of an introvert, are we?
Oh, no, far from it, my dear. After you've had 6 children, a little time to yourself is really very pleasant.
I can only imagine. Well, I'm Miss Celia Shepherd, charmed. And she again shakes your hand, offers her hand to shake yours.
Iman Obeid, thank you.
And I put my hand out as well to the new lady. And I am Horace Williams. I'm very pleased to meet you.
You know, we you got very long arms.
Oh my, well I'm not quite the charmer.
Oh no, nothing of sort, not of sort. I'm just a journalist, and I will be very, very interested in writing your story and help you with your success on stage.
Oh, my story? Please, I don't have much of a story yet. Just one day I know it's going to be fame for me. It's in the cards.
Okay, so I look a bit disinterested now with no story behind it. So I turn my attention to Iman and I whisper to her, "Do you know what this is called? This is called the Case of the Mummy."
Was that this blue thing, or is that the symbols over here?
So when you were inspecting it, Deodato leaned in and muttered to himself the Kiss of the Mummy. But you never got to the bottom of it because Dr. Singh stepped on his foot and insulted him.
No, that was Horace. Well, I was on the other side of the room then, so.
Right. The plaque just says, I'll read it again for you. A turquoise scarab set in a bronze mounting which is connected to a beaded necklace. Etched into the scarab is an inverted ankh. The plaque below informs you that where the ankh is normally associated with life, the inverted ankh suggests an association with death. And that the necklace was a symbol of Ibn-Hotep's station in the royal court as a vizier. The bronze mounting is also etched with pictograms, and Horace has noticed with a spot hidden that the pictograms are not Egyptian hieroglyphics. There's some kind of other language.
And I add that, I tell that to Iman, and these are not real hieroglyphics, whispering. As it is a
Really? Is the
secret.
artifact fake?
Oh, you see my mouth drop now, because I hadn't thought of that. Certainly something mysterious. It must be one of the two magical objects that the lady there was mentioning.
Behind you, sorry.
There's magic.
Yeah, behind you, a trio of university students. They've got Brown University on their bags. They giggle to themselves and quickly make a comment to each other about magic not being real.
I look at them very badly, and then I think, oh, this could be a good idea. So, hello, young men, and my name is Horace Williams. I am a reporter, and very interested to write your story.
Maybe some other time. He starts walking off.
Okay. Why doesn't anyone want to
him.
Dr. Singh is a professor at Brown University. Does he recognize any of them?
Make a luck roll.
Okay.
See if you do know any of them. No, they're not students of your class, so you don't recognize them. But they do go to the same university as you, so they are representing, and they've got bags on, so they're representing the university to a degree.
I move away and I go up to the other end because I saw something that is caught my eyes.
Okay. That you're looking at a set of beaded necklaces, which are just decorative Egyptian jewelry, the plaque declares.
Mm-hmm. I look very interested, leaning down, adjusting my glasses on my nose again. How interesting. Is there a plaque to read here or a description?
That you read it, that was it. Decorative Egyptian jewelry.
Okay.
That's what it says.
I turn around. Hello, sir.
Greetings.
Very beautiful piece of jewelry this is.
Yes, would fetch a decent price, would it not? I think so. You see a bland, average-looking man in a well-worn suit. His quick eyes seem to miss very little.
He
looks you up and down.
Extend my arm, and I'm very pleased to meet you. My name is Horace Williams. I am a reporter.
Yeah, he pauses before he extends his hand and looks you up and down, almost sizing you up in some manner or other. And then a moment passes in silence before he takes your hand and a small smile creeps across his face. Coleman Reese. I'm an insurance salesman. How do you do?
Oh, very nice to meet you. And I adjust my glasses nervously on the nose.
He's kind of looking down his nose at you a bit, kind of standing a bit taller than you are. And, yeah.
I move away quickly.
He says, before he goes, oh, you wouldn't happen to know of any gambling hotspots around here, would you?
Gaming hotspots? No, sir. I'm sorry.
You know, blackjack, poker, that sort of thing?
Yeah. Well, would I? Yes, because it's my town, isn't it? So probably I would.
Is it? I thought you were from... Are you from somewhere else? New York?
The Bronx.
Oh, the Bronx.
The Bronx, yes.
Okay. Sure, make a luck roll, I guess, again. See if you've heard of anything nearby.
Okay. Extreme success.
You know of several gambling places nearby. Several. Was it illegal to gamble in the prohibition? It wasn't, was it? It was just alcohol.
I don't think it.
That's right. Just alcohol.
Yeah. So you know of several gambling hotspots nearby that you can direct him to.
Okay. Well, I do know some. I can recommend these three, and I gave the names.
Good on you, man. Good on you. What about you? Do you play at all? He again sizes you up and down, takes into account any jewelry you have on you. Any, like your watch, your rings, your glasses themselves, see if they're wealthy at all.
Yeah, I adjust my glasses again, 2 by time, and then I think about it and I say, yeah, occasionally, because this person could be interesting for any story. If he's, I decided in my head that this person is somebody undercover.
I see. Well, you'll have to play me sometime, won't you? And he turns his
Oh,
attention.
that would be very nice, sir. Yes, why not?
Yes.
And I turn my attention to the pots.
Okay, yeah, he sort of loses interest in you as well.
Whilst that's going on, I'll be sketching this turquoise, whatever it was, pendant, and I want to try to sort of figure out from it if I can extract out or identify any of the things. Now they've told me that it's not genuine hieroglyphics, if it's something else, some sort of code or something like that might be on it.
Yeah. You'd have to do a language. No, I think it would have to be a Cthulhu mythos, but I don't think you have Cthulhu mythos.
I've got a cult.
You've got cult, do you? Yeah, try cult. Then do a cult roll. Oh, a cult. You've got a success. Very good. So, yeah, be sure to check it off. So you recognize the language to be some sort of spell.
Right. From what I've been told, I'm going to take an educated guess. Because the language is inverted and something to do with death.
Mm-hmm.
Is it something, and if it's called the mummy's kiss, is it something to do with bringing the mummy back, or is it something that's going to enable the mummies to possess somebody or something like that? Is it or is it something that somebody's actively got to chant to make something happen?
Unfortunately, you're not too sure. Just with the occult, you just know it to be some kind of spell, but you can't determine the exact origin or method by which the spell is imbued or taken or done.
Right. Okay.
Deodate walks back from the bathroom at this point and resumes his position between the two of them, and his shoe is shiny as ever.
Okay, so I guess I've got what I can do from that one, and I'll move over to this and see if I can work out whatever this thing is in the corner. Really.
Okay, no problem. Just go back to the urns and bowls quickly up with Elena, with Horace. Because you just see decorated, painted clay pottery. There's nothing too special about it. It's beautiful and intricate, but it's just simple Egyptian pottery.
Okay.
Okay, back to Iban. You see a Senate game board with pieces. Senate, I think, is like a type of chess game, I think. I'm not too sure, but it's a marble game board with 10 riverstone pawns.
Okay, so something like checkers or something like that then.
Yeah, that kind of thing, like shogi for the Japanese, but an Egyptian game.
Is it particularly carved in any way, something that might catch your eye?
It's beautiful, but you don't seem to notice anything particularly untoward about it. It's just a normal game.
I'm not necessarily looking for something to walk, because she's looking for things to draw. So
okay. It's just a beautiful piece. It just looks very...
it's not intricately carved or anything like that?
Not particularly, no.
Okay. She'll wander away after a little examination.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Singh, what have you found here? Something interesting?
Oh, I've been trying to think if these are medical rules or something else.
Oh.
Looking at the plaque, you discover...
What do you think? What do you think?
I look at them quite closely. I see something that looks like a screwdriver, a saw, and everything. I say, I look at Dr. Singh. with a very suspicious eye. So if these are medical items, I would be worried.
Yes, the plaque beneath quite clearly says craftsman's tools from the Egyptian 18th dynasty, sorry.
I wouldn't mind having some of those tools. They look quite well made. The only thing is of any interest to me in this place.
But TJ, I think they will be too loud for you.
Oh, I'm not afraid. No, they'll be fine.
Just behind you, a courting couple strolling hand in hand walk through the exhibition, looking lovingly into each other's eyes, but not paying any attention to the exhibit itself. They just stroll on.
So, make a psychology check to see if... Why aren't they paying any attention to the exhibit? The exhibit should be enthralling.
Mm-hmm. Go for it.
It's not.
So you notice... Yeah, good. Check it off. You notice that he goes to kiss her hand and there's a bright shiny ring on her finger, and you presume them to be newlyweds. And they're just infatuated with each other more than anything around them at the moment.
Okay.
That's how I was with my beautiful wife, Dorothy. Oh, God, she was a fine woman.
The security guard next to you turns to you and says, "Oh, Jameson, how you doing, my friend?"
Yeah, we've been chatting up for a while here.
No.
How you doing, Nick?
Yeah, I'm good, I'm good. Are you talking about that lovely wife of yours again? I'm so sorry about what happened to her.
Yeah, thank you.
How are you finding the exhibition this evening?
Actually, it's not my cup of tea.
No?
No. But these tools look interesting.
Yeah.
And that young bosom lady down there looks interesting. That Horace is now going after. that Horace guy, yeah, he's can be a nuisance. Boy, I hear that same story over and over again.
Like you want something like that back in your day, Jameson. Player for the ladies, eh?
Well, can I say?
No. Mr. Jameson has just lost his lovely wife.
I'm sorry, I meant no disrespect.
Sure enough, but before I met my lovely Dorothy, I was quite the ladies' man. Great.
Mm-hmm.
I had my things during the war, you know.
Well, there's still time for you. Yeah, go get him, Tiger. And he gives you a friendly pat on the shoulder and indicates Dr. Caitlin Brunson.
Hey, Nick, take her.
See you later.
Straighten up that tie, by the way.
Oh, okay. Sorry, sir.
I'm gonna go listen to what this Horace is trying to pick up this lady over here.
Hello, Miss Bronson.
Oh, yes. Can I help?
Yes. So, how long have you been doing this?
Give me a moment.
I gotta hear this story.
I'm going to go with ever since she was a little girl with her daddy, who sadly disappeared on one of the missions. He didn't go on his own.
Yeah, on a shipwreck. Yeah, that's the basic story. No, she takes... you get the impression, whilst she's a bit distracted with everyone asking her questions and seeking her attention, she tells you that she's been recognised as the leading expert on the Imhotep canopic jar, which she is soon to unveil this evening. And she prides herself on this and her career. She's been dedicated to her entire life since she was a little girl and lost her father in a sinking ship.
Okay. Oh dear. Oh, how very interesting. I will start taking notes on my pad. And what brought you to this kind of interest or hobby or whatever you call it?
Archaeology?
Yes.
I guess I just have a knack for it, I suppose.
Okay. Okay. I check her fingers, see if she's married.
She's single. Well, there's no ring as
Ooh.
far as you can see.
Yeah. Well, at those time, I think there would have been. Okay. So I'm even more interested now. And say, do you work all week? Do you have a moment off? Can you rest? Would you go for a coffee with me?
Well, I do declare, are you asking me in a professional capacity?
Of course, just to interview you more calmly, sitting down rather than standing up, and with all these distractions around us.
Yes, distractions. And she gives you a look as if to say she knows exactly what you're talking about. She says, well, perhaps after the exhibition is finished this evening, we can have a quick chat.
Oh, that's amazing and fantastic. I'm looking forward to it. Amazing. I'll take her hand and I'll kiss her.
She pulls her hand away and moves off and starts talking to someone else.
Oh. So I look at this thing,
So that's curtained off at the moment. It's a display case that's been curtained off. There's clearly the canopic jar inside, but you can't see anything yet.
Okay.
Ivan, you are looking at another exhibit.
Yep.
This one is the Amulet of Hatshepsut. Am I saying that? Hatshepsut? Hatshepsut? I'm going to put it in the chat, and you guys can announce it.
It will be at least as good as my ancient Egyptian.
Yes. There you go. Amulet of Hatshepsut.
Sounds perfect.
The plaque beneath says, this ornate gold necklace with a polished sapphire amulet was worn by Hatshepsut, the second known female pharaoh.
Oh, if it says that, I'll start sketching that one then.
Make art checks, please, for the sketches you've done. Let's see how well your sketches have come out.
Arty sketches. Where's my painting drawing? Oh, my drawing's not as good as my painting, but we'll have a go.
Oh, they're not bad, but there's something not quite. They don't look abstract, but they're not good either.
Well, it's not my best medium.
Unless you'd like to spend one luck or push the roll.
It's only one way, yeah.
What's my look? But I won't get a tick, will I?
No, you won't. To be honest, you won't get any real benefit for spending the luck point. It's just a pass on its success, and your drawings will be pretty.
No, she's not that bothered. It's only an outline, so she'll paint later. So she's just a rough sketch for when she does the painting later to prompt her memory.
Very nice. Okay, so you've spent about an hour in total wandering around, talking to people and examining the exhibits, getting involved and having a good time. You are able to make an education roll, please, each of you. Alright, thank you. Horace and Iman, since you succeeded, you're able to increase your archaeology skill by 1%. As you've learnt so much from people around you and the little plaques and what Dr. Caitlin's been telling you.
Just doubled my archaeology skill.
Good job, man. Who said history is boring?
Guess Jameson hasn't been paying attention. Yep, nice things, yep.
There's a flash of light as you pass the tools. A junior reporter from the Providence Journal with a notepad, pencil and camera is taking pictures of the different exhibits, making notes on a piece of paper before moving on to the next exhibit, taking pictures every so often.
He's standing there, he's on your turf.
Competition. Competition.
Yeah.
I will have to eliminate the competition somehow. So, what about this?
Ah, yes. That is, you read Tutankhamun's Crook and Flail, They are golden symbols of pharaonic power.
Yeah, what do you make of this, Miss Iman?
Yeah, so all the ancient pharaohs held that to show that they got the power of Ra running through them. He says with the 2% he's now got in archaeology.
And because I have 2% in Arcana, the same, I totally understand what you're talking about.
So, as the evening goes on and the sun sets, light fades and it starts to grow dim, the lights come on, illuminating the ballroom fully. Dr. Caitlin Bronson shakes a small bell to capture people's attention. The background chatter dying as everyone goes silent, turning to observe. 1 second. As before, she is standing next to the curtained display case within which is the primary exhibit. Once everyone has quietened down and is watching her, she gestures to the curtain before pulling a cord that retracts it to reveal the Ibnotep canopic jar and its accompanying hieroglyphic tablet. Again, I have some art for you. That's the canopic jar.
What is our understanding of the word canopic in this context?
Well, you're about to find out, says Caitlin continues. The jar's cover features the head of Anubis, the god of the dead, and a small hieroglyphic tablet that accompanies it stands just as impressive. And in a clear-cut British accent, Dr. Bronson begins to announce, "Hello, and thank you all for coming. This is the Ibnotep canopic jar, a fascinating piece that dates all the way back to 1325 BC. Canopic jars are normally used to preserve the pharaoh's organs as he crosses over into the afterlife, but a special case was made for Ibnotep. Hieroglyphic records from that period tell us that he was an advisor and astrologist for the boy king Tutankhamun. According to those records, he attempted to use black magic to murder the king. The jar's accompanying tablet," and she indicates the small tablet besides the jar, "says that after he was defeated, Ibnotep's soul was trapped within this jar in order to prevent his entry into the afterlife as punishment for his wicked deeds. The tablet warns that the jar should never be opened, or else the spirit of Ibnotep could escape. In all the passing centuries, the jar itself has remained firmly sealed," she says dramatically. And at that moment, all of a sudden, the lights go out.
Until now.
I grab hold of Dr. Singh's hand.
For a moment, there is a surprised, almost anticipatory silence. Yeah.
Yes, I'll grab hold of both Horace and Iman's hands.
You will not, you forward gentleman, you.
Oh, I think I take it good.
Pulls the lighter from her bag and lights it up and holds it over her head like she's gone to a concert.
I think it would be a good idea if we all stay together.
I'm perfectly capable of looking after myself, thank you.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, just everybody hold on. Yeah. I'm sure it's just circuit breaker needs to be reset.
Yeah, give me 1 second, guys. I'm just working here.
Or I guess before circuits it was
Fuses.
fuse. Yeah, it's just a fuse.
So can everyone see that, or see a certain amount of where they're at now in the dark?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, give me one moment, please. Everyone
Wait,
say where
powerful
you
lights
are.
there.
Oh, I've lost the... I've done that classic thing where you close it and it blends into the background. Hang on a sec. Right. Lights out. So yes, for a moment there is surprised, almost anticipatory silence. You all grab hold of each other, as you said, and say that you should stay still, and then suddenly submachine gun fire flares towards the roof, several muzzle flashes illuminating the screaming cloud.
I jump back.
Get down under the table.
Yeah, jump down.
So you all hit the deck?
Yeah, under this table, yeah.
No problem. A loud smash of glass from the centre.
She stands forward, actually. She doesn't jump down. She goes forwards and brings her little light over.
Okay, so there's a loud smash of glass causing another wail of protest as people start running in panic. That was a lot of machine gun fire.
Just stay calm. Stay down. Stay calm. I'm sure the authorities will be taking care of it.
Someone runs into you, Iban, and knocks the lighter out of your hand. It goes flying, and the room goes dark again.
Oh, shit.
Again, more gunfire flickers through the dark, and you see in the briefly illuminated light the idle guards nearby being easily overpowered and subdued by what looks to be a group of a dozen or so men. And can we all please roll initiative?
Oh, man.
No, there was some weird-ass way of doing this on there, wasn't there? You had to go into the combat.
Yeah.
So you
Combat,
go to your dexterity to turn tracker. Yeah, you got it.
Did that come through?
Yep, I can see it. Can everyone see the turn order?
Yeah.
Yep.
Brilliant. So, due to the element of surprise, unfortunately, you don't get an action this round. You've all hit the deck or done something. You reached for your lighter and then was knocked out of your hands. So we move on to immediately to the start of the top of the round. Top of the round, in the darkness ahead of you, you perceive someone reaching through the broken glass of the display case of the for the canopic jar.
Okay.
But as they start to lift it, Dr. Bronson grabs their arm and begins wrestling it from them, screaming, "What the hell are you doing? How dare you?" As they fight and wrestle, you all hear a loud crack in the darkness, the seal around the lid of the canopic jar coming loose. You may now make a power roll, please. Oh, extreme success.
Whoa.
Very nice, Kevin. Oh, 2 extreme successes.
Oh.
So,
Exact same.
unfortunately, Dr. Singh, you are scrambling to comprehend the situation and you're not able to act at all this round. Theodore, you get to act last this round. And with the extreme successes, Iman, and Horace, you get to act on your decks this round. So, Obeid, you get to go first. So this gunshot has come. You see over in this corner. I don't know if you can see it far enough. Should I remove the dynamic lighting so you can all see? Because you can only see 10 meters, can't you? Well, no, that's the point. So you're not sure what's going on at the moment. Gunfire sprayed from up over here where the main stage was. Someone has smashed the glass here and is wrestling with Dr. Caitlin Bronson with the canopic jar. And you hear and seen the guards being subdued. One guard was over in this corner. One guard was over in this corner, and one guard was over in this corner.
Where's Dr. James? What's her name? Dr. Bronson?
Over here.
Yeah, just there.
Oh, I can't see it. I can't see her. Okay.
So Iman Obeid gets to go first, followed by Horace Williams, and then followed by Theodore TJ Jameson.
How do I do movement on here?
Well, like how much movement you have.
Yeah, now you measure it because I can't see any X's or anything to work out on.
There's a measure tool on the left. If you select it, you should be able. It should tell you how far you can move, and it tells you at the bottom how many squares that is, and then how many meters.
Right. So my movement, I know, is not very good. Is that under combat again?
I think so, yeah.
Not according to this, it's not. Where the heck is move?
Yeah, it's to the right of dexterity to turn tracker. 4 squares over.
Okay, yeah, 6. So that's 6 meters, isn't it? Yeah.
With an action, yes.
Three, 7, and then. So we are only going to get to there. Okay. I can only see her. Is she in combat with somebody, or is that...
Yes, but she's wrestling with someone, but it's too dark to make out who it is.
Okay.
Sorry, half of this is Theatre of the Mind, and half of it is obviously the background.
And what's this woman doing that's with me? And I'm assuming as well that
she is not there. Sorry, she's disappeared. A couple of because in this chaos and screaming, people are running and panic. There's still gunfire going off whoops, didn't mean to ungroup. That's what I meant to do. There's still gunfire going off on occasion from over here.
Okay.
As they're firing towards the ceiling, people are running towards the elevators and stairs.
But is she actually wrestling physically?
She's physically wrestling with someone, yeah, over the canopic jar. Unfortunately, I can't put the token in because then you'll know who it is. So there's basically...
You just put one you just moved off, so it's a pretend one or something. All right, so I'm
just moving people randomly.
Wild guess that crash I heard was a bucket jar being opened.
Yeah, you all heard a crack as the jar opened. That's correct.
And as I've got some occult, I'm going nowhere near the damn thing, so I'm going to go. I'm trying to basically tell where I think the guard that was overcome is. So I think that will put me back here.
You can see a guard on his knees there, just in the corner of the light.
Right.
Well, not through the silhouette and through the darkness. I mean, there's still no light, just the flicker of gunfire every now and then.
Okay, well, that's as far as I can move, isn't it? So that's it.
Okay.
That's two moves.
Is that your turn?
Yeah.
So in Call of Cthulhu, it's not quite the same. You don't have 2 moves, but you can move 5 times your dex, 5 times your move in meters, I think it was.
Oh, right. Well, I could move more then.
Yeah, if you're running and not taking an action, you can just run much further.
Right, okay.
So you can move 5 times your movement in feet.
I've moved twice so far. So there would put me on 3.
Okay, so now you can do an action, but it'll happen at the end of the round.
Okay.
So you could make a melee attack if you want against one of the guys who's subduing one of the guards, or do something else with an action. Try and coerce them, scold them too much so they stop what they're doing and rethink their ways.
How heavy are these tables that's got the displays on?
Oh, heavy. They've been bolted in place at least.
Oh, okay. And what's that, a plant pot?
Sure. Let's go for that. Why not? Yeah.
I'm going to move to there. That's the end of my go.
Okay. Thank you very much. Behind you, Caitlin is still wrestling with someone over the canopic jar. Who was next? We said Horace Williams wasn't he? Extreme success. Horace, your turn.
Obviously, there's a lot of actors going around.
Still screaming.
What can I?
Fire.
Yeah, it's all dark, right?
It's all dark. It's pitch black. Occasionally, you see an illumination as gunfire illuminates the room.
Okay, that's a bit of a problem. Obviously, Miss Bronson, Miss Obeid, are you all right? I start crawling out to go to where the mummy thing was.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Bronson. and I'm on my knees. Okay, so like a dog walking.
Yeah.
Esperanza, Tump. Oh, I think I found you. Is she still there?
Yeah, so whoever she's wrestling with... No, well, before you get there, as you're about here, unfortunately someone comes running and trips over you and lands on you and you fall flat.
Oh, excuse me, sir.
And it takes you, unfortunately, the rest of your turn to extract yourself from the jumble of confusion of the person fighting and trying to get off you and trying to stand up.
Can I have a feel if it's a man or a woman?
You can. They might kick the shit out of you, but...
I know.
In the darkness, you're welcome to cop a feel.
I don't need to go that way. Does the person wear a skirt? Or
No, you can tell it's a girl. It was that student who giggled at you earlier about magic not being real.
Oh, this is Cecilia?
No, the student that was down here.
Oh, the student.
And she laughed when you were talking about magic, and she giggled and said magic isn't real to her colleague from the student from the same university, Brown University.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Excuse me, miss. This is inappropriate.
Oh, I'm sorry. What's going on? And she just.
Are you all right? Are you all right?
She tries to get up off you and then falls over again on top of you. And unfortunately,
this is starting to become a habit.
that's your turn. And then we go to Theodore TJ Jameson.
Yeah, he would be running. Yeah, he would be. He hasn't had a chance to take his gun out. But, I think first of all, he would just be run toward her.
Toward her?
Toward Bronson. What's her name?
Bronson. Yeah, Celia Bronson.
Yeah. Somebody's wrestling with her.
Yeah.
So.
Did you say you pulled your gun out, or you're just running?
No, I'm just gonna run.
Okay.
How far can I go? My movement is 6.
Yeah. So let's just review the rule again.
5 times 6 is 30.
5 times 6 is 30, but I need to remember if it's in. So you can move 1 meter per movement point. So if you've got 6 MOV, you can move 6 meters, or you can sprint 5 times that distance, so 30 meters. But you'll tire quickly, and if you take an attack or an action, you have to do it at the end of the round.
I'll just sprint over, because I think it's 25 to her.
Okay. As you move closer, unfortunately, you get intercepted before you can reach her. You get intercepted by a man who grabs hold of you and starts wrestling with you. Big, burly, shaved-headed guy.
Okay.
So you're about here as you... There's on the floor, there's Horace scuffling, trying to get up with the teenage girl sprawled across his lap. And now you've got a burly thug in your face.
You're chaos.
Yes, essentially, yeah. That's what we're trying to...
Do I react?
Yeah, you can make an action. You can do whatever you want, essentially. He's basically intercepted you to stop you reaching Caitlin Bronson in the Canopic Jar.
I'm going to fist punch him as an unarmed brawl.
Mm-hmm. He's going to try and...
face.
He's going to fight back. So...
Oh, jeez.
Ouch, that was very nearly a fumble, my friend. Not quite, but it's still a fail. Now we need his... his roll. He doesn't have time to slip his brass knuckles on or pull out his Swiss Luger. He just runs up and grabs you and you're wrestling, so he's going to brawl back to see if he can fight back. And he fails with a 50 as well, so it's a stalemate. You both just run into each other and just start wrestling and fighting in the chaos.
Okay.
Obi, did you want to take an action now? It's the end of the round. Because you sprinted, didn't you? So you still have an action. It's just it has to happen at the end of the round.
Yeah, I'll grab the plant pot.
Oh, do you know something I've forgotten? I meant to say, because of the chaos and being jostled and buffeted by the panicking crowd and running civilians, all physical rolls are done with a penalty die in this scene.
Oh.
Forgot to mention that. Sorry, guys, but everything's failed so far anyway, apart from the power rolls, so you're good. But just so you know, any rolls henceforth during this chaos will be done with the penalty die.
Right. Well, I'm going to use the plant pot as a improvised weapon,
Okay.
and I'm going to step.
Well,
up
give
to
me a strength roll first, please. Let's see if you're able to lift the plant pot, because plant pots can be friggin' heavy.
No.
No, so you go to lift the plant pot and you're actually unable to wield it. It's just too big and burly for you, unfortunately. I think you spend the time trying to lift it.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry. Okay, so now we move to the top of the round again.
Dr. Singh didn't have it.
Yeah, he didn't have a turn because he failed the power roll. He's too busy scrambling to comprehend the situation, so unfortunately he doesn't get a turn that round. We now move to the top of round 3. More shots are fired into the ceiling. And people are now running for the elevators, screaming even more loudly and ducking for cover. No longer sealed, the contents of the canopic jar spill onto Dr. Bronson's hands, suddenly squirming and alive. Now you hear with a clatter the now empty canopic jar fall to the floor, and a large chunk seems to break off from the lid, the rest remaining surprisingly intact. Can everyone please make a dexterity roll to avoid being swept towards the stairs by the panicking crowd?
I don't think I've had one success all night.
Okay, so Horace and Theodore, unfortunately you get swept your movement towards the stairs and elevators and lose this round because you're battling against the crowd. So can you please move your characters, however much your movement rating is, towards the... Yeah, thank you.
6.
I'm going to say that the thug gets pushed with you and you just get swarmed up in a tide of people pushing towards the elevators and screaming. The investigators who succeed the dex roll may act at their normal dex. So, yeah, Dr. Singh and Iman Obeid, you both get turns now. Singh, you go first. So, Duane.
All right, finally composing himself, Dr. Singh. I'd like to make a listen check to see if I can hear anyone who's in desperate need of first aid. And
very nice. I like that. Yeah, so you succeed. There are a couple of people lying around on the floor.
Who would be the closest?
Let's say... Let me go to a different layer. That one. No, not map layer. Damn it. Token layer. So how about that one there, just next to you?
Okay. Not to panic. I am going to give you first aid.
Oh,
and here it comes. Do I have a chance to do it? Yeah.
Yeah, please. Yeah. Very good. Thank you. You succeed in stabilizing them. So you put a hand over the bullet wound, pull off maybe your turban, or tear off a strand from your shirt and start trying to wrap it and stop the bleeding.
Okay.
I've just realised I've completely forgot to put the thugs in the turn order. There's no one in the turn order but you guys.
They'd be standing around, chilling.
Right, where's the gangster thug? Dexterity to turn tracker. There we go. So we've just had Mr. Singh. So the gangster thug and Obeid both have the same. So we check the dexterity to see who has the higher dexterity, to see who goes before each other. I have 60 dex, yeah. How do we do this again?
I guess you'd do a roll-off.
There's a specific way. I can't remember what it is, though.
How is it?
Oh, you're right. There is a tiebreaker, and I'm forgetting it, too.
Yeah. Let me just check quickly.
Ladies first, and let me go first.
On their turn in the dex order, each character may use their turn to spend movement point. No. That's chases. Basic mechanics. Huh. It's annoying me that it's eluding me. It's such a simple rule. But it's just trying to find it in amongst everything while we're going. Okay, we'll say ladies first this time. We'll let you go first.
Right, she's going to step around the back of this guy. That's
no. Oh, I've just found it. I'm sorry. You are right. It's an opposed dex roll for draws. So we have to make an opposed roll.
See what? You just click on your dex and see who does best?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, you beat him out with a hard success, so you are in fact going first.
Right, so I go back round here. And being the lady that I am going to kick the gentleman that is attacking the guard right between the legs.
Okay, very nice. Give me a brawl attack, please. He's going to try and fight back.
Isn't he fighting already? So does he not have some kind of disadvantage?
Well, you're both going to have a penalty die because he's got one hand on the security guard, trying to suppress the security guard. But as I said, all physical rolls made by investigators during this phase are at a penalty die because you're being buffeted by screaming, running people. So please roll a penalty as well, just to make sure it isn't a fumble. No, good. And he is going to, again, he can't use his brass knuckles or his Luger because he's only got one hand to fight you off. Brawl, he fails, and his penalty is a 10, so he would have had 14 if it was a bonus, but you both fail. So unfortunately your kick misses. He manages to sidestep.
Can you use luck in combat?
No, you can't use luck or push rolls in combat.
Right. that sounded less than convinced.
Yeah, I don't think you can, no. I think because it's... well, let me just check. I will read up for you quickly. Combat.
I think it's push rolls no, but combat. I'm sorry. Push rolls no, but luck yes, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right. And it's just, it can't change a fumble or a misfire, can it? It can just change it to a success.
Yeah, we were reading that. You can actually use it and you can get it all the way up to an extreme success, but it only counts as a success. It doesn't get the bonuses you would get for extreme success or something like that.
So you are welcome. You have to get a regular success. So you have to spend 6 points of luck. 7.
You're considering it now because with the penalty dice, that would have been a 41.
Yes. So actually it's more than that, 17.
Yeah, I'm just going to look what luck she's got. Yeah, okay. She's going to burn some luck.
Okay, so swipe off the 17 luck, please. So your kick missed, and he sidesteps, but as he sidesteps, he... all right. Yeah, chill out, we get the point.
No, I'm trying to get it to change.
Yeah, so as he jumps to the side, he stumbles and falls headlong and cracks his head on the pot you were trying to pick up and hit him with. And he takes 2 damage. Very good. Releasing his grip on the security guards.
Only 2 damage from a kick to the nads.
Well, you missed the kick and he fell over and hit his head. So.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
That was everyone, wasn't it, this turn?
What about the security guard?
So the guard, let's see what dexterity they have. Yeah, 55, so he would have had a turn after the gangster thug, so he gets a turn. He is going to stand up and he is going to take a swing at the security guards with his nightstick. The other way around, sorry. He's going to take a swing at the gangster with his nightstick and he gets a hard success. The gangster's going to fight back. Again, he doesn't have time to do anything but a brawl. I need to find his... Teehee. Gangster thug. Brawl. He needs a hard success, doesn't he, at least? He fails. So he goes to swing and misses, and the nightstick catches him right on the head where he just hit his head on the plant, and he takes 6 more damage. What was his max? That is half his maximum, so he takes a major wound. Whoops, that was the security guard I changed. Sorry, guys, lots of fiddly bits here. He takes a major wound and collapses, and he needs a con roll to stay conscious. Extreme success. So he does stay conscious, but he's now prone. He's been knocked to the floor by the security guard's nightstick. Okay, that is the end of the round. We now move to the top of the next round. In a sudden lull in volume and everything goes quiet, everyone present hears a strange gurgling moan, followed by a scream from Dr. Bronson that quickly becomes an insane death rattle. The Providence Journal reporter that you noticed touring the exhibition earlier clicks his camera beside you, and the world is momentarily lit by the flash. In that split second of illuminated horror, you see Dr. Bronson covered in crawling ash that seems to be sucking the fluid from every orifice on her body. More shots are fired in response to this horrific scene, this time aimed into the crowd. A stray bullet strikes and kills the Providence Journal reporter. He dies instantly, crashing to the floor with the camera around his neck. Can all investigators please make a power roll? Very nice. Extreme success. Critical success. Wow. Okay, so you all succeed very well. You are all able to declare whether you were looking in the direction of Dr. Caitlin Bronson when the flash went off or not.
Not. I'm rolling on the floor with this gangster.
Yeah, fair play, yeah.
I'm not prepping my second try to de-man that guy on the ground.
Okay.
It's a yes for me because I was worried about the two ladies.
Okay, so I'm going to need a sanity roll from you, please, as you see her being drained of fluid.
Yeah, that.
And Dr. Singe, with a critical roll, with a critical, I'm allowed to give you a bonus. So perhaps you cry out, you see something, or you know something's going on. Perhaps you hear it before you see it, or maybe something in your psychology tells you not to look. But I'll allow you, if you want, to cry out to Horace Williams and tell them to avert their eyes or cover for her failure. Or something else you have in mind.
Mr. Williams, you must look away. It is too horrible to see.
Yes. And my eyes are glued to her. And
I'll say, because of Dr. Singe's encouraging words, he somehow manages to shake you from the horror that you're witnessing, and you only suffer 1 point of sanity loss rather than the roll you would have had to make for failing the sanity roll.
Well, thank you.
So you lose a point of sanity, which means you suffer an involuntary action. Oh no, that's only if you fail. Yeah, you did fail. Okay, so you suffer 1 point, but you also need to roll on the involuntary action, please. So that's a D14 to see how you respond to this horrific sight. And I just noticed it's 9:15, guys. Do we want to take a quick 5-minute break? Grab some drink, goes to the loo. We'll just let Elena do this involuntary action roll, and then we'll go for the break.
Yeah, tell me again how to do that.
So roll /R space.
Yes, I was looking at the dice thingy on the left. No,
it's a D14 because it's not an actual dice number, really. It's a made up.
/R
space D14. 12. So you feel your heartbeat in your mouth. It rises up to your throat and your forehead begins sweating profusely. Your palms are shaking. You can feel the blood in your ears, and a shrill whistling replaces all sound suddenly. 4. Can you please roll a D12 for me?
Oh, that we have.
8 rounds. So for 8 rounds you have been deafened, and all you can hear is a shrill, high-pitched whistling as you can't comprehend this horrific death that happens in the flash before your eyes.
Okay.
But fortunately, because Dr. Singh was able to warn you, you tore your eyes away before it embedded and ingrained yourself into your memory too deeply, and you only suffer 1 point of sanity loss. All right, guys, it is 9:15. We're going to take a quick 5-minute break so the players have a chance to go to the loo, get themselves a drink, and do anything they got to do. Do the same at home, and we'll be right back with you in about 5 minutes, 9:20. Please don't go anywhere. welcome back everyone. We are carrying on with the Shadow Over Providence scenario in our Call of Cthulhu campaign, Season 2, Episode 1. In the first half, our investigators came from dinner up to the Kingdom of Fire exhibition on the 17th floor of the Milton Hotel, had a look around at the exhibits, learned a bit about Egyptian history, and were about to hear the wonders of the Imhotep canopic jar when suddenly the lights went out and some kind of burglary seems to be going on. We've had the security guards have been subdued, we've had a bit of action from the investigators, and currently Caitlin Bronson, the exhibitionist, that's not the right word, the exhibition curator is currently being dissolved by a pile of, or a clump of ashen remains of Imhotep. We now resume play from the top of the round with Theodore Jameson, TJ, starting us off.
Yeah, I'm still embrawling with this thug here, so have not had a chance to pull out my gun, so I'll just continue with the brawl. Unarmed brawl.
You can pull out your gun if you want. Okay, maybe not. Wow, well done. So he's going to try and fight back on you.
Brawl is a skill?
Yes, so make sure you check that off.
Oh yeah, so we're in the fighting column. Yep.
Good.
First time we've had a success.
He's going to brawl back, and he needs an extreme success. He gets a critical success.
Oh, man.
I'm just going to check to make sure it's not that strange glitch, which it is not. So he does in fact get a critical success and beat your extreme success. So you take a big swing at him, big nice roundhouse you think is going to knock him down, and he swiftly ducks out of the way and comes back at you with an uppercut, which does... Oh my gosh. I think it kills you. That is, you add the two together, right? You do extreme damage plus damage.
Yeah, but excuse me, I thought something about penalty rolls.
For you, that is. I suppose I'll apply one to him as well, yes, okay, because you both got buffeted by the crowd. Thank you for reminding me. So you both roll with a penalty die.
So just hit the bonus penalty.
So he got a 21, so it's still a success. Just a regular, hard success for him. You got a 70, so you failed. So he still does damage to you, but he only does the 7. No. I need to roll again, Brawl, to see how much damage he does on a regular success. Or can we just take the 7 from the critical? We just take the 7, don't we? Because the penalty die gets applied to that roll. It was still a success because it was 21 out of 40. So it would have been the 7 damage, right?
It seems fair, yeah.
Yeah. So he uppercuts you and you take 7 damage, TJ.
Okay. And that's my hit points. Okay. You have to go into edit mode to change the hit points? Oh, okay.
I believe that's more than half of your maximum, isn't it? Yeah.
I have 11.
So you take a major wound.
I'm down to 4.
You're down to 4
out of 11.
You've taken a major wound. Please tick the major wound box.
Okay.
And I need you to roll a constitution for me, please. You need to succeed on this, or you fall unconscious.
Okay. Ticking the major wound box where I see the major wound, but I clicked it, nothing did. It didn't do anything.
It's a toggle on and off. When you click on it,
I gotta go yellowish. Back. I gotta turn the edit off. Yeah. There we go. All right. So yep, it's yellow. And a con roll.
Yes, please.
Yay.
No, he clocks you one, and you're out cold.
Okay.
With a solid thunk, you go down, and you're unconscious.
Okay.
Dr.
We have it
Singh.
unconscious.
You hear a yelp from TJ's direction.
Ooh, yeah, difficult choice for Dr. Singh because, He doesn't want to get clocked by this gangster, but he wants to help TJ. Well, it's his patient, so he has to rush over and help him with first aid.
Okay, please make a first aid roll. Hard
Success.
Very nice. TJ, you regain 1 hit point. And you're no longer unconscious and dying. Or you're no longer dying, you're still sort of lying on the floor, drooling. You see, you come to with Dr. Singe kneeling over you.
5 out of 11.
Yes.
And Dr. Singh will say to the gangster, "You go away from my patient now, you nasty man."
He just looks down at you and says, "You stay out of our business, you'll get the same." And he spits on the floor next to you.
Okay, and I'll just pretend like I'm beginning to drag TJ away, just out of the traffic.
Brilliant, thank you. Well, you could probably move a little bit because you only moved from there, didn't you? But then you did do the first aid, so it was about... Yeah. Okay, no problem, thank you. Horace, you've just been swept away by the crowd and you're back again. You're on your feet and the girl is gone.
Okay, so I'm on my hands on my knees, and I'm slowly going towards Dr. Singh. Dr. Singh? Dr. Singh? Oh my gosh. Oh, the horror.
Yes, Mr. Williams. What can I do for you?
And I grab hold of your hand, and now I'm flat on the floor again because of the gunshots. I grab hold of your hand. Dr. Singh, the horror.
Oh, he's wounded?
No, Horace isn't.
Oh, okay.
He's just terrified, apparently.
Oh, okay.
Whatever that, didn't he see something?
Yeah, he saw the Dr. Caitlin Bronson being dissolved by the ash.
Briefly before Dr. Singh made him look away.
Yeah.
You just still calm, Mr. Williams. Soon we be in therapy.
What? What did you say?
Huh?
Stay calm. Stay calm.
I can't hear you.
Okay, I'm going to give up at this point, realizing he's been deafened.
Yeah. I'm just trying to remember how the timer was a special thing that we set up for you had a...
Oh yeah, it takes some effort to set that up.
Yeah, we can't do that quickly. Okay, so we're on count 6, so it was how many rounds? 8, was it not?
8.
You were deaf for, so...
8.
So round 13, am I correct? Is that right? So when it gets to count 13, if we get that high, you can hear again on 13.
I have a feeling this is going to be over long before
Yeah,
that.
so do I. I think you're basically deafened for the remainder of this encounter. Obeid, your turn.
Well, as this gentleman is now lying splayed on the floor, legs akimbo.
Golden target.
Yep, putting the boot right in there.
Okay, so because he's prone, you get a bonus die, which will cancel the penalty die of everyone, or by now
Straight
most of
roll.
the crowd have gone, but still. Yeah, straight roll.
Nah.
He is going to... I guess he'll fight back, but because he's prone, he gets a penalty die. So he gets a hard success. With the penalty, it's a 99.
Ooh, fumble.
He fumbles, so lying on the floor, he kicks out at you and accidentally kicks.
Moves right into my kick.
Yeah, sure. And he takes another point of damage. He goes, "Ah, fucker!" Would you like to move at all?
No.
Movement meters.
I'm comfortable here.
Okay, thank you. It's now the gangsters' turns. We'll start with this one, since we just ended with him. He's going to stand up and, ignoring you because you've basically done nothing to him so far, apart from made him trip. He's going to turn and clock the security guard for whacking him on the head with a nightstick. He's going to slip on his brass knuckles for this, actually. As he stands up, he slips them on. Makes a brass knuckles attack. He fails. The security guard is going to fight back with his nightstick. And he gets an extreme success. This night guard's a beast. Gets an extreme success and does 10 damage to the thug. Knocks him completely unconscious. He's down.
That can't be pretty.
No. Blood everywhere. Just smashes his teeth in. The goon is on his feet for a couple of seconds. It's that classic moment where they spin in a circle. And then he falls and hits the deck.
Very well done.
So seeing their companions go down, a couple of these guys are going to move forward. What is their movement?
Can they see? I can't see anybody in there.
Oh no, yeah, good point. It's dark, isn't it? Sorry. Movement 7. Well, whatever. They're just going to start moving towards the center of the room anyway. So yeah. With that security guard subdued, they all just move into the middle of the room. He's going to come down the stairs, get to about there. This guy's going to jump down off the podium and start running this way. And then finally the one above TJ and Dr. Singe and Horace says, "Boys, just get out of here. This has not gone well." And they're going to start scarpering. Security guard.
Can I try to?
Yeah.
Can I try to trip him?
On your turn, you can. Yeah.
Okay.
It's basically just this security guard who's not been subdued and tied up. He is going to sit on the guard that's unconscious. He's going to start like cuffing him and arresting him, basically.
He's dead, isn't he? From the damage he did.
He's just, whatever. He
broke his neck.
He doesn't know that. He's just doing his job. Jameson, your turn. You wanted to trip him.
Yeah, at this point, I'm still on the ground, so yeah, I will kick out and try to trip him.
Yeah, please make a brawl. I'll give you a bonus die since you're on the ground.
By the way, the last brawl that I had a success, but then I did the penalty and it wasn't, so I had to uncheck it, right? Yes. Okay.
Yes. Thank you for asking.
I knew what. Now I can recheck it again.
Am I right in thinking as well you don't get to tick it if you use luck?
That's correct, yeah. Definitely not.
Now, are we still doing penalty rolls now?
So it would have been, but I said he gave you a bonus die because you're on the ground, so you get a success. He's going to try and dodge. He can't really fight back a trip, so he's going to try and dodge it. Dodge. He does get a hard success, and unfortunately he managed to leap over your foot.
Oh, this guy just...
So, yeah, as you kick out, he manages somehow to sense you in the dark and jumps over your leg, and you don't trip him. But we are at the top of the round, so I forgot that we were at the top of the round.
Now.
So just as that's happening, you all hear a strange echoing laughter manically emanating around the ballroom, coming from everywhere and nowhere. As the hairs on your skin stand on end, a dark cloud billows through the air, nothing more than a shadow in the dark that then dissipates into a nearby air vent, and the room falls silent. Let's see. Yeah, so everyone gets around carrying on like normal from now. Last final round. Jameson, you've kicked out and unfortunately missed. Dr. Sin, your turn.
Yep.
Can someone please find the lights? We need to get the lights on so I can do more medical attention.
Yeah.
But I'll oh, these gangsters are still here, aren't they?
They're running.
I tell Singh that the lights are off on the hotel. There's nothing we can do from this. Boom.
Please make a luck roll and see if the lighter that was knocked from Iman's hands earlier is nearby. As you're crawling around on the floor, you may come across it.
Ooh,
Very good.
lucky.
You find the lighter.
Okay, if there's time, I will light it up.
Mm-hmm.
And just surveying whatever I can see with this light. How do things look right now?
So it's mainly empty now. You see the back ends of the thugs essentially as they're all disappearing out through towards the exit. The room seems to have quietened down. There's people on the floor moaning, a couple of dead bodies, a couple of people with wounds, and yeah, still a couple of people in terror after what they've seen, just sobbing and hiding behind stuff.
Okay.
It looks like everything's winding down and going quiet.
Except for the
All right. I guess that's probably my turn
body
now.
over.
Well, the bodies, yeah, you're welcome to go and investigate the body if you want, but it's just a body at this point. It's gone silent.
The body of
Dr.
Dr. Branson?
Yeah.
No, I'll attend to the living.
Jules, these gone.
Say again, sorry?
These gone that I'm clicking on.
They will be on their turn. They're currently running for the exit.
All right.
Okay, I'm just taking cover and protecting TJ while they run away.
Sure, no problem. Thank you. Williams. Horace.
What happened? What happened? I'm still on my hands and knees.
Mm-hmm.
What happened? No one is answering, and even if they're answering, I'm not hearing it. So,
Unfortunately, no. Shrill whistling is all you can hear.
so if Dr. Singh has moved away, I will move to the next person I know.
Mm-hmm.
What happened? And that's it.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. Obeid.
I'm going to say to the guard,
Yep.
let's go and get the police and an ambulance. There's bound to be lots of injured here. I'll finish up with this thug.
Okay.
Do they look like they're going to do what I'm telling them?
Yeah, he looks up and nods eagerly. He says, yeah, that's a good idea. You're right. I'll do that.
I should have done that as a persuade, shouldn't I?
No, he agrees entirely. You don't need to persuade him to do his job. He's not that bad of a security guard.
Well, I don't know. I'll carry on sort of checking this guy over. Has he got a weapon of any sort on there? I know he had brass knuckles. I'll take them off, but...
Yep, so he had a... gangster thug. Yeah, he had brass knuckles and a Swiss Luger on him.
I'll pocket the knuckles and take the Luger.
Okay.
And then I'm going to get up.
It's only got one clip. He doesn't have anything else on him, just one clip. So
Okay.
it's 8 rounds.
When the guard moves away, I'll let him get out of my sight, and then I'm going to move over to here. And my plan is to quietly as possible open up this thing and acquire the kiss of the mummy.
Okay, no problem. So once he's gone, you said, so on his turn, which will be next, it is the gangster's turn, the gangster thug's turn. They all carry on running. They've all gone at this point. So I will just quickly... Can you double... Is there a way to select all the same tokens? I can't remember. I can't...
You hold down the shift key and that you want to
Shift
move at the
key
same
and
time.
Double click.
No, just click on every token that you want to select.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
While you hold down the shift key.
The old-fashioned way, then, yeah. Gangster thug. I think that's all of them. Let me know if I've missed any. It should be all the gangster thugs gone, apart from the one that's locked unconscious. If not, just ignore them. They're not there. They've all run off. So
one there that I can see.
Oh yeah, thanks. I missed them. So moving on to he's unconscious. That thug.
Oh, I see.
Unconscious and tied up. The security guards. These guys have been tied up and just lying on the floor. But this one starts running off. Which one's him? Yeah, security guard starts running off towards the stairs to, like you say, inform people of what's going on, call the police, etc.
These two guests run away as well.
Yes. Yeah, they will have left.
But I'm hoping there's no witnesses, you see.
Yeah, everyone's left screaming and running. There's basically no one left in the room, apart from the wounded or a couple of people hiding here or there. Security guard needs to disappear. And then we get to the top of the next round.
Jameson is going to go over to the room's phone and call down to the lobby and ask them what the status is about getting lights back on.
Of course, we're working on that at the moment. We're not sure what the fault is, but as soon as it happens, we'll get it back on, and obviously they'll come on when they can.
And the police are on their way. We've got many wounded up here.
Wounded?
Make sure the wet medics get up here.
What wounded? What do you mean?
Did you not hear the gunfire?
17 floors up.
Machine gun fire.
They might not
Probably
have, to
not.
be honest, on 17 floors.
Yeah, machine gun fire. There's thugs they're probably on their way back down.
What are you talking about?
Send the police.
Send the police? Is this a joke? Who's this anyway?
You know my voice. This is Jameson.
Oh, sorry, James. Yeah, of course, sir. Yes, right away. We need the police? Yeah, what's happening?
Police, medics, ambulances. Yeah, there was lots of machine gun fire, lots of wounded and a few dead up here. 17th floor. Get them up here. That's it.
Okay, no worries. Thank you. Yeah. Dr. Singh.
He will be looking for others who are in dire need of first aid. He's going around with his cigarette lighter.
Mm-hmm.
What? Jameson's got lots of. I've got lots of bruises and concussions and almost staggering around. But yeah.
Anybody here who needs his help? I don't see anybody.
Get the shot.
Sorry, Paul, you're really sort of breaking up and going all static and strange for some reason. Didn't catch much of that. Yeah, Dr. Singh, make another first aid roll, please, to see if you can help one of the wounded.
Yeah.
Oh, you're very good at first aid, sir. Very good. Well done. So you managed to cauterize the wound somehow with the lighter and stop the bleeding. He probably would have died otherwise if you hadn't have saved him like that.
Was that a guest or a security guard?
That was a guess. The security guards seemed uninjured, luckily, because they were subdued right at the start and just tied up and left on the floor. Horace.
I'm still on my hands and knees,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going around in darkness with my eyes wide open. My spectacles are hanging underneath my nose, and I'm moving until I get here, and I bump my head there.
Mm-hmm.
Can't see a thing. Was everybody? Where is everybody?
Okay, thank you. Obeid, do you hear a small bump in the display case that you're working on shudders slightly as you hear Horace's voice?
Yeah, well, I'm going to try to open it anyway. And does it look like it can be easily prized open? If not, then I'm going to take my headband off and smack the glass with the Luger.
It can't easily be pried open. No, you're going to have to break the glass or try a locksmith.
Put my headband over the glass.
Mm-hmm.
On my scarf and smack the Luger into it.
Okay, there's another scream from a couple of the residents as they hear broken glass again suddenly. It's not too... Actually, well, it wouldn't be... If you've covered it with a scarf, it wouldn't be particularly loud. So you manage to crack it and you withdraw the amulet, the scarab amulet, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, you have that in your possession now.
I'm gonna get it in my clothes, not in the bag or anything like that. I'll tuck the gun into my bag, put my scarf back on, and move away over here. So I'm back by the guard.
Cool. Cool, no problem. Thank you. And that's essentially it for this encounter. We'll move back to... So roughly 15 minutes later, the power is restored to the hotel. just as you hear sirens blaring outside. Over this period, the hotel staff have been doing their best to calm things down and direct everyone back to their rooms. Unfortunately for the police, anyone not staying at the hotel has bolted from the building before they could arrive. This is roughly 9 o'clock by the time, 9:30 by the time everything quietens down and the police arrive. The police investigation is led by a man with short dark hair and dark eyes, who enters the ballroom with a slight limp and introduces himself as Inspector Benjamin Drummond. The inspector and his officers begin processing the crime scene, and everyone present is ushered to the elevator area for statements to be taken. And if you give me a moment, I'll just sort the map out so we can go back to where we were. Lots to sort out. Sorry, guys. Too many tokens. Okay.
I'm just muting myself.
Okay, no worries. Right, can everyone see the map again?
Yes.
That's no longer there because it's in your pocket. Imagine there are security. I'll put a couple of security guards back on. There are security guards back here. There are police officers. There are medical ambulance crews working throughout the ballroom for the injured. Taking stock of the situation, etc., etc. So the inspector has a few standard questions that he'd like to ask each of you. So he's going to ask them and allow you all to respond in kind. Well, actually, he'll just do this. We'll do this. What time is it? Oh, actually, it's already 10:02. What we'll do is we'll end it here for tonight, guys. We'll pick up from this scene starting in 2 weeks' time. We'll start us off on this scene and get into it then. In the last 10 minutes, I'd like to do the investigator development phase that I promised everyone. So we don't have to rush it, if that's all right.
If you'd like to go next week and just until we've completed our move, if you just want to run Call of Cthulhu every week. Are you available in 2 weeks? Next week?
No, that's the problem. I'm working. I work that week in between. That's why I need the 2 weeks.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Otherwise, I would love to, but unfortunately, with being at work, I'm not able to do that.
Because I have to suspend RuneQuest until after we move. It's just too much going on.
No, I understand. That's fine. We'll just have a week off. That's all right.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. If for some reason work's cancelled and I can't squeeze a stream in, I'll let everyone know. But yeah, otherwise it will be in 2 weeks' time, which is not the 2nd, the 9th. 9th of April will be our next stream from 7 o'clock till 10 o'clock. But first, we've got an investigator development phase to get through. So, Dr. Rajbir Singh with his amazing Indian accent all evening. Very impressed. Very, very impressed with that, sir.
It can only get better as the scenario goes on.
Second the scenario itself. All right. What would you like to go with first?
I'll take it in order here, starting with first aid. And trying to get higher than a 55, I do not. Listen, this one I have a better chance. I have to beat a 30, and I do not.
Oh dear.
Psychology, I have to beat a 65. No. That's everything I did. So I guess luck would be the last one, right?
I was going to say, unfortunately,
we're
luck
not-
is not one that we're doing as that because it is a expending resource that you'll get topped up at the start of each new character will have a fresh set of luck.
Okay.
So we're not going to be rolling luck like sanity. You will get the sanity rewards for completing the scenario on the new character though. So that will give you incentive to do well in the scenario and also give you a buff to your sanity. But we're not going to roll on luck every time. I think that would be a bit overpowered if you just had, I don't know, an extra 10 points of luck every single game. But yeah, I'm sorry you weren't able to improve anything. Better luck next time. Thank you. Horace, your turn. What would you like to roll on first?
The only thing that I can. Spot hidden.
Spot hidden. Okay.
And thank you very much. Goodbye.
Okay, thank you indeed.
Can I, before we move on, sorry, can I just ask?
Yeah.
Can I do a sanity roll to see if I have put my reduction in sanity in the right cell of the two?
Yeah, of course.
It's the wrong one. Okay. It's the other way around. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, TJ.
Yeah, just brawl. So what do I do? Just hit brawl again?
Yep. Just roll and you want to fail it, which you did.
All right.
Very good. So now you get to roll a d10 to see how much it improves by. Oh no!
1.
You hate to see it.
So for 3 characters, we've had a net 1 point gain.
Yeah, maybe this won't be as OP as everyone was thinking. Okay, thank you. And Iman Obeid. Not on occult. Not on spot hidden.
In keeping with the trend.
Yeah, hard and extreme successes. You always... It's so frustrating, isn't it? Any more? Kev, are you speaking? Because we can't hear you if you are. I think you're muted still. Hello, Mr. Kev.
Sorry, yeah, I was muted.
Yeah.
No, that was the only 2 that I had.
Oh, I'm sorry. So,
Everything else.
yeah.
So the 4 of us averaged 0.25% increase.
Good work, guys. You did well in the scenario, though. That went pretty well. You secured yourself a thug. No one died. And, well, no one except Lara Croft over there. Yeah, guys, so this has been a hell of a fun time. We're going to be back in 2 weeks' time to continue the scenario. We're going to start off with the interrogation of the characters by the Inspector Drummond. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, guys. I hope you've all had fun. We've had an absolute blast. We'll be back in a couple of weeks. See you all there for that. If not, I'll see you in some other content I produce. I try and make content every single day now. So, Salway till next time. Say goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
We're a little rusty, but we're going to get better.
Exactly. All right. Night all.
Good night.